Hi guys, welcome to our brand new series called Signal Chain or Suffer. I'm glad that you are watching and you are putting your hand up to learn a bit more about your signal chain and why it matters. We are going to take the next 4 weeks to go over signal chain in detail, and hopefully by the end of it you'll have a greater understanding of your pedal board, how your pedals work and interact with each other, and the best signal chain for the sound that you want to achieve as a guitar player. So today we are going to cover some of the basics that is going to lead into the next video. The main thing we are going to cover today is called the chain of events. When I say chain of events, I am basically referring to the signal chain on your board and how that ultimately affects the sound at your amp. So if you change up your signal chain, you're going to change up the end result because the chain of events of your pedals has also changed. A quick example, if you have your volume pedal running into a high gain overdrive and pull it back, that is going to sound quite a bit different than if you run a high gain overdrive into a volume pedal. The chain of events has changed. We're going to cover this in detail in our next video. But I just need you to understand that the order matters and affects the sound differently. This is huge when you are into troubleshooting. If you have an issue on your board and you need to figure out what's going on, your understanding of the chain of events will ultimately save you or take up a lot more time in finding that issue. So I got a few scenarios here that you can have a quick try at and see if you can troubleshoot the pedal board by the description I give you. So I'll take a few seconds and we'll come up with the answer together. Okay, keeping in mind the chain of events, your signal is cutting in and out when you move with your guitar. What's going on? That's right. Your guitar cable or the jack on your guitar is probably faulty, and I would start by replacing your guitar cable and see if the problem goes away. That was a nice simple one, a little bit more difficult for you now. You are playing a stereo pedal board, so you're running 2 amps, and the left side of your stereo signal is not working. What would chain of events say is the issue? All right, this one is a little bit more tricky, but essentially if the left side is not working and the right side is, you have to be getting a good signal going into that first stereo pedal where you are then splitting to stereo. If you were not getting a good signal, then both the right and the left amps would both be affected. So if you're running a delay that is going mono in, stereo out, to a reverb that is running in true stereo, the problem has to be after that split to stereo on the left-hand side. All right, scenario number 3 is a little bit more tricky again. You have a mono pedal board. You are running all of your overdrives and then a volume pedal, delay, reverb out to your amp. You have a pretty bad hum in your amp. When you pull the volume pedal back, the hum goes away. What's the problem? All right, scenario number 3, you have that hum in your amp. When you pull that volume back, it disappears. This means, as I'm sure you know, before the volume pedal, the hum is happening in between the guitar and the volume pedal itself. If it was happening after the volume pedal, pulling back that volume and turning off your signal halfway through your board would not get rid of the hum. So, because it's happening before the volume, pulling it back gets rid of the hum. That is understanding your chain of events. It can save you so much time when you are troubleshooting, trying to work through your pedal board, just by understanding your signal chain. So that is video 1 for today. Next week, we are going to get into the dry section of your pedal board and how to run those effects in an order that is best suited to your needs. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.